아, 오늘은 본가에서 하기 때문에 좀 마이크 상태가 안 좋을 수 있습니다.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
Won't you look it? Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits. The pupil is dilated.
약이라도 했나 이 새끼 진짜?
The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
호호호.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
어허.
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute. But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
아 이거 게임 소리 왜 이렇게 작게 나오나 했더니 내가 많이 줄여놨네.
Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes, and these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
가자. 오. 제가 아까 낮에는 아니고 오후에 저번에 이 게임 했을 때 잘못 골라놓은 게 있어가지고 2개를 바꿔놨거든요. 아마 저번에 2번은 애들 선처하는 걸로 해놨을 텐데 요거를 이제 규탄하는 걸로 해야지 그 도전과제가 깨져요. 첫 번째 거에서 이거를 골라야지만 그 불량배, 이제 한국어로는 불량배고 영문 도전과제명은 그 브루저, 그거가 깨지기 때문에 요걸로 골랐고, 또 다른 도전과제가 그 이제 뭐냐 한 가지 종류의 선택을 쭉 케이스 6개다가 그 선택을 통일해야 되는 도전과제가 또 있어요. 그래가지고 2개 다 이제 그거 한쪽으로 밀어야 되는 것까지는 추측을 했는데 그거를 이제 얘를 깼을 때 도전과제를 획득을 하면서 그거를 하려면은 다 이제 얘를 선처해주면 안 되고 무조건 벌 주는 방향으로 골랐어야 되는 거였죠. 그래가지고 얘를 여기서 첫 단추부터 잘못 끼웠기 때문에 요거 두 개도 미리 방송 안 켠 동안 미리 다시 진행을 해가지고 선택지를 바꿔놨고요. 뭐 아무튼 그랬습니다. 이게 업적충은 참 힘드네요, 나름. 온 김에 멍멍이한테 말 걸고 가야 됩니다. 멍멍이한테 케이스 6개에서 모두 다 멍멍이한테 말 거는 것도 도전과제에 있어요.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
조심해. 여기서 뭐 하려고 그랬더라? 아, 편지 확인. 이제 편지 같은 것도 이제 지난 사건에서의 그 선택지 때문에 요 편지 내용도 아마 다 달라지거든요. 얘는 왜 그걸 또 법정으로 넘겼냐면서 또 요거를 또 이렇게 욕을 하죠? 상관없고 나는 도전과제 깰 거예요. 그러면 목욕탕 한번 가시죠. 지금 사실 라섹한지 이제 일주일밖에 안 돼가지고 사실 시력이 많이 올라오진 않았어요. 근데 이제 처음 이틀 딱 지나고 나니까 아 이제 살기가 좀 편해져서 며칠 전부터는 운동도
Beautiful
다니고
place.
With a
행복하게 잘
dreadful
살고
murder.
있습니다.
The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name
용자
of
왜 이렇게
Blinkle.
많노?
I think
4명이나
the
돼?
plump one, Garrow, did
야
it.
너 외모로
He doesn't
사람
seem right in
판단하면
the
안 돼.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
오 목욕탕 좀 딴지 좀 나는데 우리 목격자
Good
얘기
day
한번
to you, Mr. Phillips.
들어볼까요?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
나이가 조금 있으시군요. 여기를 찍었는데 왜 옷깃이 되노? 저런. 맨체스터 시티.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
잠깐 안약 좀 넣겠습니다.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Frigidarium.
아, 글씨 읽기도 힘들다. 아까까지는 사실 해상도도 1280에 720으로 하고 있다가 지금 이거 방송 켜서 좀 보겠다고 모니터 해상도 다시 원래대로 1920으로 올렸더니
The steam room.
굉장히 작네요.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
옷이 많다? 그럼 이것도 나중에 다 뭔가 있겠죠?
Champagne for a special occasion. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
뭔데?
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
오, 제대로 스팀이네.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly
말이 너무
Roman
심해.
piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
눈이
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Well, death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
또 어디를 봐야 하지? 아하.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
그러게요.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
이걸로 봐야 되나? 아닌데.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
뭐 조사할 게 있어서가 아니라 그냥 저거 끄라고 된 건가? 어이가 없군요.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted. The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. It is too hot. I cannot reach into it. I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
템파밍을 해오라 이거군. 오.
It's horrible. So Rodney is dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
가만 좀
Blood
서 있어
traces
임마.
wiped on the towel.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
알겠습니다.
Mr. Holmes?
템 찾으러 가자. 흉기, 사라졌던 흉기.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
아니야,
Please wait. I
왠지
need to do something first.
지금 바로 실어 가면 안 될 것 같은 느낌이 들어.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
그럴 수도 있지.
What should we do next, Holmes?
하하, 일단 조사 여기도 한번 가봐야겠지? 와, 개 멋있는데.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop. Tools used by archaeologists in their research. I will need these tongs. Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
그 자체로도 고고학적 가치가 있지만 유적의 일부로서도 가치가 있다. 아직은 뭔지 모르고.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
뭐 조사할 게 많네. 업적은 놀랄 만한 정도였으나 이제는 영국 고고학계에 발자취를 남길 차례다. 뭔가 기자회견을 할 생각이었나 보네. 엄청난 부와 악명을 동시에 누리는 인물. 대단한 지적 능력에 버금가는 외모. 큰 영향력. 권위주의자. 강단 있는 야심가. 어쨌든 발굴 작업을 성공으로 이끈다. 로마식 목욕탕 발굴 작업.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
아유, 안아 할게.
A glass plate negative is missing. Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
오.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
여기는 볼일 끝. 여기도 구경을 한번 해볼까요? 뭔데? 아니 저기요 갑자기? 이렇게? 이런 젠장.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed.
아,
To
갇힌
where
줄
does this
알았네.
corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement. Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
삽질을 하겠다는 건 아니지?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
하하하. 얘는 집에 가서 분석해야 되고, 아 맞아 얘 그 어디 갔냐? 아까 화로 확인해야지. 이쪽이 아니네. 왜 고정이 안 되노? 아하.
I should analyze this melted metal.
이제 뭐
I
다 됐나?
found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep. I don't
그래서
want to stay here. Let us out, please.
뭐 나가도 되지 아닌가?
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
오,
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
용의자들 일단 보내줘도 되나? 일단은 얘랑 얘기 다 해보고.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
그럼 이건 뭔데 임마. 틀렸다. 죄송.
Did you leave the baths
이거
at any
잘못 고른 거
time or
처음인데.
receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
맞아, 너 이거 못 봤다며? 아니네.
No, sir. I did not.
젠장. 자존심 스크래치. 전보 보느라.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
이따 이제 용자 실어 가시죠.
Mr. Holmes?
예.
No.
요거 신문해야 되고, 요거 분석 얘네 3개 해야 되고, 흙이랑 혈액이랑 저 금속 조각. 얘도 어차피 집에 가가지고 서재 확인해야 되죠. 그럼 일단 집부터 들립시다. 멍멍이 잘 있었어?
On the sofa for the 3rd time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
(1893년) 여기 뜨나?
Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
로드니 벤트 클리프 경. 얘가 피해자지? 얘가 전두 지휘하는 중이다. 안구가 적출된 상태였으며 어쩌고저쩌고. 관 옆에는 걸맞지 않는 자의 눈을 뽑아서 벌을 내렸노라는 문구가 적혀있었다. 왜 라틴어로? 아무튼 해당 미라의 신원은 이집트인이 아니라 로마인이며 무덤가에서 발견된 문양은 미트라를 숭배하는 형태임이 밝혀졌다. 그러니까 라틴어였겠지? 그런가 보다. 그렇군요. 토양 표본 조사하기.
Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. Selenite. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
화이트 런던 클레이.
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans. Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
예.
water. This blood is heavily diluted with water. This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver. The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality.
다 했다. 그러면 이제 경찰국으로 가보시죠. 일단 증거품부터.
A hand-drawn map. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest. The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil.
쓱싹쓱싹.
To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
뭔데? 짤국 하나도 안 보이는데? 아, 나온다.
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that
남의
Watson
손수건도
won't
이제 막
mind if I
쓰고.
use his.
그래도 한글화 되게 퀄리티 괜찮다.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
뭐 그렇군요.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question. An old and rather dirty coin.
냉욕장에 뚜렷한 성과가 없다. 유물도 없고 공개도 못하고. 2달 후까지 발굴 작업을 완료해라. 다 신문거리네.
An ordinary pencil. When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood
손바닥
upon
자국인데?
himself. A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug
Oh,
against
환각.
melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
아이.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
그러면 아까 이 사람이 얘한테 그 편지를 보낸 거지. 끝? 그렇군. 가자. 여기는 뭐야? 못 들어가네. 여기가 영안실 가는 거고. 하이하이.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
한 놈씩 가자.
Please escort. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
아유, 왜 이렇게 급하셔 성격이. 어디를 놓쳤을까나. 뭐지? 아?
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes. I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament, suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
그렇군요.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No. But I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
얘 했고
Please escort.
가자.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was, God, a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered
그래픽상으로는
in
수건에
blood.
손자국 하나
Do you believe
찍혀있던데.
that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of
아니,
quite the
여기
opposite. And rather
자막이 안
aggressively
맞네.
too.
How well were your researchers
이거를
progressing
먼저 물어볼
before
걸.
Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
어허.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
다음.
Please A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
아까 경감이 이 뚱땡이가 범인 같다 그러더니만 뭐 별로 뚱뚱하지도 않은데. 아무튼 사람이 조금 약간 어수룩해 보이긴 한다. 오, 저 파티마의 손 저거 나 이스라엘 갔을 때 봤는데.
What is your occupation?
I am a councillor at the district chamber.
와우.
And what were you doing at the bar?
의원이면 상당히
Well, I follow the
잘 사는
researches.
사람일 것
I
같은데.
am
지저분한 옷을
interested
입고 다니네.
in archaeology.
You follow them.
Yes, so many things happened, and we need to know, or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you, and he trusted me. But oh,
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife. What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh. His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
뭐지?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now. This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
시체 부검 가자.
Locked.
근데 아까 시체 못 본다며? 있네? 뭐야?
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says. According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Some light bruising, caused by a rope. The bruising is in lines. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
흉기를 찾아야 되네. 이제 이번 사건에서 만날 사람은 다 만난 것 같고요. 아, 이 안경이 얘 건가 보네. 뭔가 단서를 조합해서 할 일을 찾아야겠죠? 부서진 안경. 아니야. 스크래치 났을 수도 있지. 잠깐만. 이게 흉기인 거 아니야? 흉기 녹인 거 아니야? 약간 수상해. 이게 되네. 의식에 사용되었던 물? 의식? 무슨 의식? 샴페인. 그치. 아직은 뭐 조합할지 잘 모르겠네요. 찾은 것부터 쓸어 갑시다. 지도 찾아보기. 베이커가 걸어놓은 지도에서. 둘이 멍멍이 잘 있었죠?
On the sofa. Now we have two maps. We
예장.
must combine them properly.
여기다.
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map. This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here?
오, 넓다.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
미트라. 주로 다른 신들의 사원 지하에 세워졌다. 전통적인 신들의 힘을 빌어 미트라의 신전으로 가기 위함이라는 설이 존재한다. 돌과 밧줄을 이용한 장치에 의해 작동된다. 수분의 침식으로 인해 파괴되지 않는 한 입구를 찾아내는 것은 불가능할 정도로 정교하게 숨겨져 있다. 미트라에 관련된 전설, 수수께끼의 유파. 7단계의 계급표가 있고 지하 신전에서 대규모 집회를 벌였고. 읽을 게 많네. 황토 살해의식이라는 토럭턴이 사용했던 단검은 곡선형의 칼, 삼시르라는 단어에서 유래되었다. 삼시르, 시미터, 어쩌고저쩌고 등에서 파생된 것. 금제 단검. 기독교의 성배와 동일한 선상의 존재. 어후. 속이 빈 코코넛을 이용하여 말발굽 소리를 흉내냈다. 나 이거 되게 좋아하는데. 몬티 파이튼의 성배 영화에서 시작부터 저거 따다닥 따그닥 따그닥 소리 내가지고 되게 좋아해. 아무튼 이런 은조각이나 양철을 불에 던져서 녹여버렸다. 오호. 여기서 찾을 건 다 찾았나?
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
와. 외눈거인이다. 뭐야, 조사 안 돼? 되네.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
아니 너무 넓은데?
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here? This wall was...
뭔가 템 갖고 와서 또 긁어봐야 되나 보네. 여기가 맨 처음에 거기지? 아유 돌아왔구나.
This railway is used to remove rubble from the site.
오, 깊어. 오, 나이스. 발굴 장비.
Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush.
예. 여긴 아까 거기고. 근데 아까 그 벽 어딨지? 벽 어딨지? 또 못 찾죠? 여기 올라갈 수 있나? 오, 되네. 이야. 와, 조각상 있다.
Neptune, the god of the sea.
와,
It is a statue of Minerva.
염소.
It is a broken
방소네.
statue of a bull.
와, 물도 있어. 이야.
The gastrophets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
제법 풍경이 좋은걸? 맨 처음에 거기가 아니네?
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. This
아직 뭘 또 덜 찾았네. 블랙모어경에게 목욕탕 관리 있는 성가신 사람이고도군요. 몇 주 내로 목욕탕에 대해 좋은 소식을 전해드리겠습니다. 읽을 거 너무 많아. 가스트라페테스, 그 쇠뇌 모형은 건드리지 말라고. 이거?
This
뭔가 더 해와야 되나 보네. 아, 벽 여기 있다. 목욕탕 그림 아니야? 얼마나 더 긁어야 돼? 이 정도면 되지 않았을까?
I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
도전과제를 달성함. 수수께끼를 스킵 안 하고 풀어서 되는 거라 요거는 뭐 따로 설명은 안 하겠습니다. 보자. 요 석상 용도 찾아보기. 아까 주순 거. 냉욕장. 아직은 아까 그 쇠뇌의 비밀을 밝혀내기에는 단서가 조금 부족해 보이죠? 일단은 분석할 거 하고 그러고서 한 번에 신문하러 갑시다.
What should we do next, Holmes?
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them. I will count this piece as a starting point.
뭐지?
I will count.
응? 아. 아는 뭐가 아야 근데 그래서 어떻게 하는 건지 모르겠는데 지금.
I will count this.
얘를 기준으로 해가지고 조각이 다 맞아 떨어지게 배치를 하라는 거지 지금. 아 확대도 안 되고 지금 눈 아픈데. 일단 저 삼각형 모양으로 들어간 게 어딨노? 요놈인가? 무조건 이 방향으로만 볼 수 있는 건가? 아, 지금 Q로 수직축으로 회전시키기라는 게 지금 얘랑 이거 연관 있는 거구나. 전체 회전을 시켜야 되는데 수직축으로 회전시키면은 수직축으로 해서 요 방향으로 이렇게 돌리는 거고, Q를 누른 상태면 수평으로 회전시키는 거니까 요렇게 위아래로 돌아가고, 이렇게 뭐라고? 알겠어. 그럼 결국 물체 하나하나를 돌리는 거는 좌우로밖에 안 돌려지니까, 일단 그러면 얘 위에, 이거 기준점 위에 올라갈 수 있는 거는 삼각형이 아래로 파져 있는 거를 봐야 되는데, 요 놈밖에 없나? 아우, 눈이 너무 불편하다. 그럼 얘가 요 위로? 안 들어맞는데요? 얘인가? 이것도 안 맞는데요? 옆구리가 사각형으로 파진 놈. 너냐? 아닌데? 아, 스킨 말이 없네. 얘인가? 아니,
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them. I will count this piece as a starting point.
맞는 거를 놓으면은 이렇게 합쳐지긴 하나 보다. 그럼 얘는 손대지 말라 이거지. 아까 그럼 내가 그냥 얘랑 얘를 바꿔놓으면 저것만 맞고, 다시 이러면 맞고. 오케이. 자, 그러면 얘가 이게 무슨 모양이고? 일단 위로 튀어나온 게 있으면 안 될 것 같은데 아닌가? 이게 좀 삼각형이야 사각형이야? 으이씨 얘인가? 아닌데? 그러면 얘는? 아니고요. 얘인가? 아닌데? 뭐지? 옆에 사각형으로 튀어나온 놈이 없는디? 얘인가? 아니 뭔데? 어떤 놈이 했던 놈이고 어떤 놈이 안 했던 놈인지 모르겠는데? 그럼 아래가 삼각형으로 파인 놈부터 찾아볼까요? 이런 놈인가? 아닌데? 아, 맞나? 아니 얘도 안 맞는데? 아, 이 방향으로? 이런 씨. 오기가 생기는군요. 얘도 삼각형 같죠? 오케이 굿. 일단 여기 세 줄은 맞췄고요. 얘가 지금 저 옆 삼각형이 저렇게 좀 삐쭉 나오게 되어 있어. 그러면 아니야, 얘는 지금 보니까 얘가 이렇게 돼 있다는 얘기는 얘는 절대 맨 윗줄에 올 수가 없어. 그치, 그렇게 찾으면 되겠다. 아, 조금 똑똑했고. 그러면 맨 윗줄에 올 수 있는 거 너 일단 바꿔봐. 그리고 오케이. 그러면 이놈이 여기를 와야 되겠는데, 일단 여기 4개까지는 맞았고, 이렇게 돌리면 오케이. 그럼 네가 일로 와야 되겠죠? 그렇죠. 자, 얘는 아직 아니네. 아, 얘 맨 아랫줄이구나. 아이씨, 자꾸. 일단은 이제 위아래 칸 이거는 맞춘 것 같고, 얘랑 바꿔야 되나? 오케이, 이건 것 같다. 아이씨, 아니네. 맞는데 내가 방향을 잘못 맞췄나? 일단 얘가 이게 맞으면 오케이, 이제 밑에 줄만 맞추면 되겠고요. 이거랑 맞추려면 이게 여기여야 되나 본데. 그치. 얘랑 맞추려면 뭐 이거야? 아니네. 오케이. 니만 맞추면 끝이다.
It is a mold, and it is ready
힘들었다.
for casting. The mold is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution. Now let us see what we have here.
짠. 예.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any
또
hasty
설마 또
conclusions,
얼음으로
Watson.
만들었다고 해라.
Let us try to create an object from silver by using the mold. It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can proceed further. The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down. Done. Now I can proceed further.
불은 끄자.
A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill
찌르고
Sir
이거를
Rodney.
화로에
It was
던져가지고
extremely clever to create a
흉기처럼 안
weapon that
보이게
could
했다.
dissolve at the scene of the crime.
아, 냉욕당 가서 마저 조사를 해야 되겠구나. 일단은 오늘은 여기까지 하는 걸로.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor
뭐
to the
영상까지만
Frigidarium.
보고.
You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다.